red lipstick. So today I'm going to be filming a review and demo of the Lancome Photogenic Lumessence foundation. And I am really excited about this foundation. I have worn it before. This is not a first impression. It is a review and demonstration, which means I kind of tell you my opinions about it and you get to watch me put it on so you can see what the finish is like. So I'm really excited about this foundation because it is rated about 4.7 stars out of 5 on the Lancome website, which is really what intrigued me into purchasing it. Also, another thing is that it's full coverage, moderate to full coverage. I kind of have the description up on my screen here so I can describe it a little bit better. But it says that this foundation is to master the power of light and reveal a flawless, photo-finished complexion that's aglow with youthful radiance. This fluid foundation visibly smooths away fine lines, pores, and imperfections in a flash, thanks to Lancome's breakthrough photogenic network, a combination of coated pigments and micropearls that enhance luminosity, so you look lovely in any lighting. And the ultra-hydrating formula locks in moisture for up to 24 hours for skin that feels soft and supple all day, moderate to full coverage. The price of this foundation is quite pricey. It's $46.50 and you only get an ounce in here. I'm pretty sure I did not pay $46.50, but that doesn't quite seem right, but that is what the Lancome website says, $46.50. So it is a very pricey foundation. I am really enjoying this though, I have to be honest. What I love about it is I have naturally kind of normal to dry skin, and most days I'm a little bit more dry than normal. So this is a really great foundation for restoring moisture in your face. I could literally feel how moisturizing it actually was, because yesterday I wore this and I had a really kind of dry day. I had a lot of dry patches around here that I just could not get rid of. I felt dry, but I put a primer on and then this, and I felt so hydrated and my skin looked absolutely beautiful. I will say the one thing about this foundation is it can be a little bit off-putting at first, because when you do put it on your skin, it has kind of a grayish cast. And I've done a ton of research and tried to figure out why that is, but I cannot find any information about why it looks gray when you first put it on. But as it warms up to your skin on your face, after a little while, it goes to a very natural color that matches you perfectly. I was a little bit shocked that this matches me wonderfully, because this is ivory and it says it's ivory 2C, and this was the lightest color that I could find on their I got mine from Macy's, so it's the lightest color I could find on the Macy's website. And I'm usually not an ivory, I'm usually like porcelain, which is lighter than that, but this actually matches me really well. And I love the finish of it, it's so beautiful and silky. So yeah, that's enough of me talking about it. I may as well just put it on so you guys can see what it looks like. So I already have primer on, and the primer that I used is the Too Faced Hangover RX. I've been using this a ton, really evens out the redness on my face. And it is a very thick kind of foundation. You can see it's not runny at all, it's not running down my hand, it's just very thick. And I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up here, but you can see that it does have kind of a grayish cast to it. But what's also wonderful is that a little bit goes a relatively long way. Let's just get this on here. So as you can see, I'm just applying this with a damp Real Technique sponge and just kind of going all over my face. And I hope the camera's picking it up, but you can see already just putting it on, it has such a gorgeous silky finish, and it completely fills in my pores. And I really only have pores around the nose area, but it completely fills them in. It doesn't sink into the pores and make it look like obvious that you have pores. It just kind of naturally glides over them and covers them. So as you can see, I have a breakout there right in between my eyebrows, and that's covering that beautifully. Alright, so that is one coat of this stuff. I used 2 pumps, and I actually still have some left on the back of my hand. So let's get rid of that. Okay, so that is one coat using 2 pumps of this, very minimal pumps. I kind of really didn't squirt it all the way down. I squirted it about halfway, so truly it was probably about 1 pump. But I love the finish of this. I think it makes me look like my natural skin is just gorgeous, even though it's not. It has a very, very kind of silky finish without being oily looking or too dewy looking. It's so freaking pretty. I can't even. Like, And what's even better about this is it's naturally meant for photos. It is called Photogenic, so it has no flashback in pictures. It makes you look beautiful, literally like it says in every lighting. I love this stuff. It's just so freaking pretty. And the thing about it too is it's great for dry skin, and it's also great for people who have wrinkles or people who have aged skin, because it covers up those imperfections like the wrinkles and the pores and things like that. It really works to get in there and kind of smooth them out. I think it's probably the best foundation I've used ever, which is amazing because I really loved the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. That was my like tried and true favorite foundation ever. It's been replaced by this. Yes, this is significantly more expensive, but for this finish, I will pay that price. I almost feel like it does so well to cover everything, even my under eye circles. And I've never found a foundation that really kind of completely covers up that redness. I mean, I still see some on my chin, but I generally have an issue where I can't find a foundation to really cover much at all of the redness. This does that really, really well. And this is probably the first foundation I've ever found that I probably wouldn't do a setting powder all the time with. Say for instance, like in summer, sometimes I don't want to use a setting powder. I would feel comfortable going out without a setting powder with this because it doesn't look super, super wet and greasy and oily like a lot of other foundations do. It just looks so natural, and I just love it. This is such a wonderful foundation. I will go in with one more coat here and show you guys how much it can build up and what the finish looks like when it does build up. So I'm just going to squirt one more pump on the back of my hand there, and we'll just go in one more time. Hopefully you can see it is making my face a little bit gray right now. Okay, now as I've built it up, I can see it is a little bit too dark for me. Hopefully they have a lighter color and I can find that, but this is more of like what my summer shade would be. It's just a hair darker than my natural kind of porcelain-ness. But I've built this up to 2 coats. It's now completely covered that redness up here. Did very well with the chin as well. The finish looks exactly the same, still as kind of dewy and glowy. As before, it didn't get too oily or too wet looking. I think it's beautiful. I am so impressed with this foundation. I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think it's wonderful. So that is my review of the Lancome Photogenic Lumessence Foundation. I hope that this review was helpful for you guys, especially to anyone who's looking for a foundation to help with wrinkles or to minimize pores, or who has really kind of dry skin. This is a wonderful one. Alright, so I put out new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.